Hello, greetings, welcome to another episode of Total War Online. Now, this is episode 2. In the first episode, I don't think I made quite clear what I was going to do with this series. It's my intention that whenever I play the game online, I shall also be recording it and, we'll upload it to YouTube so you can all see. So I will not play any games online on Rome 2, which you've not seen. So hopefully it should show, the journey of how I find out how this game works, and all that, which should be pretty fun, pretty good. That's the plan, anyway. So in episode 1, I was playing as Carthage against a guy I think just had dashes for a name or something ridiculous. He didn't. I remember he wasn't very patient. And he also didn't seem to be terribly experienced with the game. But let's get someone a bit more of a challenge this time, perhaps more interesting of a battle. So let's have a look in the lobby here. I want to play some 1 versus 1s. I don't want the funds to be ridiculously large because I've not played the game too much. I also don't want to play it with rules, frankly, because rules are pointless. I consider the game entirely balanced with every unit. I've heard some are a bit overpowered, but they're being balanced. No artillery. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be using artillery, so I could join that one. 11,000. I feel like using medium funds, however. Noobs. Too much money again, I think. That looks like an impatient person. Maybe it's the same person as earlier. My first game. Well, I'll host a game up so I can't be too picky. That'll make it a bit simpler. I'll just name it 1 versus 1. Provided it's fine with that. Creating game! I'm suffering from a bit of a cold at the minute, if anyone couldn't tell. Which is pleasant. I want a bit more of a challenge this time, perhaps more interesting of a battle. So let's have a look in the lobby here. I want to play some 1 versus 1s. I don't want the funds to be ridiculously large because I've not played the game too much. I also don't want to play it with rules, frankly, because rules are pointless. I consider the game entirely balanced with every unit. I've heard some are a bit overpowered, but they're being balanced. No artillery. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't be using artillery, so I could join that one. 11,000. I feel like using medium funds, however. Noobs. Too much money again, I think. That looks like an impatient person. Maybe it's the same person as earlier. My first game. Well, I'll host a game up so I can't be too picky. That'll make it a bit simpler. I'll just name it 1 versus 1. Provided it's fine with that. Creating game! I'm suffering from a bit of a cold at the minute, if anyone couldn't tell. Which is pleasant. Okay, where shall we play? Pella was the last place I was in. What about this one? Looks like it's a slope one way. That seems a bit... I don't know if I'd be on which side of it, but it looks a bit imbalanced. That's a desert, but it does look very nice. So ooh, slope towards a lake. That's not bad. This one's in Spain, Hispania. Where's this? Ah, this one looks very interesting. Dense forest again, though. Oh well, let's go with it. Can't be too picky. No one's here yet. I'll stick on medium, just so I can properly get used to the units in this game, because as I said, I've not, I played 1 game online, which obviously, if you saw episode 1, you've already seen. And even then, there was things I didn't quite get with how units would be working. This is actually the army I used last time. That's fun. So I'm not sure what I'm going to use. I suppose that depends on what my opponent uses. As soon as we know who my opponent's going to be. There's a possibility I'm going to skip through some of this. Let's have a look at some of the factions then. As you can see, I do have the Greek culture pack thing. Ooh, we have an opponent. What's that? Zorki. Zorki. My eyesight is terrible. I cannot read, so I'm just going to say that now. In case someone's disappointed at my ability to understand what this person's name is. Let's be friendly, give him a friendly greeting. Who is he playing as? Pontus or Parthia? Who's that? It's Pontus, yes, yes. Pontus are an interesting one. They seem to have a bit of everything. I played as Carthage last time, so we'll play as somebody else. I'd be tempted to play as Sparta, actually, for a bit of fun. I think Pontus have Parthia have got a... No, it is Pontus. God's sake, I think they've got a bit of everything. In their roster. Only 2 per thingy for these Heroes of Sparta. Well, why is that? They've got less defense, more attack, a larger charge bonus, and there's less of them. But the cost? Oh, they are cheaper. Curious one, that. Okay, so let's have 2 units of Royal Spartans. Oh, that is expensive. That is expensive. I'm not going to go with any pikes, I think. We're going to want a bit more manoeuvrability to catch down cavalry and such. We'll go with a certain amount of regular Spartan hoplites, let's say. But a bit of an infantry focus this time, because I think Pontus infantry is pretty poor. So I need to compensate for my lack of good cavalry, to be fair. I've got some missile cav, Tarantine cav are quite good. I'll probably end up with some citizens. If I'm being aggressive, I'm not going to need many, if any, powerful skirmishers. Let's see, I can get maybe, well, I can get a decent amount of things out there. I want some, Helot archers. That's not bad. Stick them down there. The sucker for the correct organisation of my army stuff. How much does that cost? Upgrades, upgrades, upgrades. Just about managed to afford that. Can I get anything else for these cavalry? Ah, down to 4. I miss the days of the original Rome Total War where you could spend exactly 10,000 denarii, which was, 10 to be what the money limit was. So I think Pontus have got a bit of everything. I think they've got like chariots as well. Some pretty good cavalry, but I think their infantry is quite shoddy. So I'd be tempted to be quite aggressive. Target his skirmishers than mine. I'm not sure I got too many and need a few more infantry units. Oh, I can't really afford any more infantry units. Oh well, I guess I'll have to go. I'll go with a commander to keep my morale and my men up, because I'm not quite sure how these would work yet. I mean, Second Wind and Battle Rhythm is Strategist and Warrior has Warcry and Intimidate, but those abilities I think have got negative modifiers as well. After they've run out, they cause extra fatigue, whereas the commander's bonuses are just buffs, so they're simple, easy to use whilst I get used to these things. Okay, so I'm just about ready, I think. Unless, of course, he changes his faction, I'll have to rethink what I'm doing, but I think this should work. I've not played a Sparta online, or offline actually, I've just never played a Sparta yet. But this should be fun. When I was using pikemen in my last battle as Carthage, I was using the pikemen there. The phalanx formation was a bit different from when I was playing in the campaign last, so there's been a couple of patches, I must have changed the way it worked. Where they came out of phalanx mode if I told them to charge or something, where originally they'd kind of still be in it, but just left their, their pikes up. And so they just kind of, came out of the mode and wouldn't go back into it if they entered combat, which was news to me. Unfortunately, you can't do the whole phalanx charge things as you could in Rome 1 quite so easily, which I miss because I love phalanx charging in the original Rome Total War. And hoplites also seem a bit iffy with their phalanx mode. Maybe they've changed it now, I don't know. But before, when I put them into to hoplite mode or whatever, into phalanx formation, they'd go into it, and then if I told them to attack, they'd walk up to the enemy, and I couldn't tell them to run, otherwise they'd break formation, which is fair enough. But they'd get close and then charge anyway and break formation. So I don't know. We'll see. This guy's taking a bit of time. We'll have to forgive him. And I hope you'll forgive me for that. Here we go. So as I said, I should be uploading every video. That's right, every battle I ever play online on Rome 2. including ones I lose, even if they're horrific and embarrassing and all that, just so you can see the full spectrum of play in this game. So being quite an open, being quite a foresty area does mean I can charge or move up under the protection of the the trees quite easily. There's some amount of slopage going on here. I don't know how significant that's going to be, considering last time I thought little tiny, mounds. Sorry, I thought giant hills were little mounds on the map. So we'll just have to see. So last time, obviously, it was a bit more of a defensive play. This time we're going to go aggressive as best I can. I forgot my opponent's name. That's not good, is it? Couldn't pronounce it at first. Now I can't remember it. Other than it ends in an I and I think a Y. Possibly a V. I couldn't read it. Here we go. So if you weren't aware from before, I am playing with lowest graphics. This is an interesting map indeed. Are we on a slope going down? If we are, I'm very sorry to my opponent. There is a bit of a hill up there. I might be tempted to move my cavalry up along that to get a slight charge bonus. Okay. Oops. Bit of command lag again. Hoplite phalanx. Yeah. What's that? Square. I'm unlikely to use square. Ever. So I'm going to stick those guys in front, obviously. They'll engage the main infantry. Hopefully they should do fine. And these Spartans at the back, or to come around the sides, reinforce broken areas, and maybe to help with killing cavalry, if I'm having any issues with them. As before, no, wrong one. I don't play with skirmish mode. For some reason, there don't seem to be many hotkeys in this game. I know a couple, but if they are there, they don't tell the player them very, conveniently. In the original Total War, I used all the hotkeys, and being a StarCraft player, I much prefer that to just having to click on everything. Then again, Rome Total War is not an incredibly, click-intensive game. Okay, so I don't suppose I can hide anything in like bushes or anything. Oh, I can. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. I'll leave one unit up there, 2 back here. Then obviously, if I hide like all the cavalry, he'll be like, well, obviously I know he's hiding in some forests. Instead, we'll make it look as if just this is all our army, and we'll slowly march this guy through these forests up here. When he charges, he should get a slight slope advantage, and be hidden when he approaches. So that should be good. Okay. Give him a bit of time. I've not rushed to start the battle, because that's a bit of a douchey move to make the other guy rush to choose what he's going to do. And I'm never a fan of doing that. So obviously I'm not doing too many close-ups or anything in these videos. There are plenty of capable YouTubers who do lots of, oh look at the pretty graphics, and I'll give you all the close-ups and all the features. I'm not interested in showing you that because, as I said, people are already doing it. So instead, the purpose of these videos... Oh, hello. The purpose of these videos are to... oh, there's a hill there. To show you kind of more the mindset and the way my brain's working with this game. He's going to run up the side of this hill. That's unfortunate. I'm not going to run, because I don't see it. I can beat him anywhere, so I'm not going to try. I'll leave these cavalry, these horses here for a bit, but so what have we got? Celtic light horse, bronze shield pikes. We've got a lot of pikes in the front. No upgrades I can see on them. Heavy shot cavalry, spear infantry. It's got some good cavalry. Yeah. It's got the cavalry advantage, I'd say. Medium spear infantry. And he's going to do some scouting with these Celtic horses. A correct move, I feel. It's the kind of thing you don't see quite so much in other Total War games. I think I got a missile advantage, however. Pontic peltists, yes, peltists. A couple of archers. I think I can force him off of that hill with archers if he does sit on top of it. Thank goodness I brought so many. I think they were just checking for guys hiding in that forest. But of course there are none. My horses are hiding over there. Which is fine. Yeah, okay. He's gonna sit on that hill. I didn't even spot that hill. Dear me. Battlefield awareness, Ricky. I've got to work on that. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have too much else that can be hiding anywhere. He's already got too much stuff around. Can I shoot loose some arrows off on these guys? That'll be fun. Do a bit of damage. He's not fool enough to get hit too many times though. I want to move a bit faster that way. Okay. He's not going to let me get any more off. What are those shooting modes up we got here? So standard shot and flaming. Actually, I think flaming's just damage, bonus of buildings, a bit more damage. So if I've got extra time, so basically it's the same kind of thing as I used to use them for in original Rome. That's fine. Manually keep my archers up to date. Oops, that's the wrong button. I think it's pointless for me to keep these cavalry over there, frankly. So I mean, there's a chance he won't see them, so I'll run them up between forests and hope he doesn't spot them. And that my best bet is to come up from this side and to force him down. Obviously he'll get a slight charge bonus if I'm too close to the hill, so I have to bring him back a fair distance. He's keeping his shot cavalry hidden. His pikes are obviously not very mobile, so hitting them head on might not be a very good idea, but should be okay. I'm just getting them into formation with the other guys so I can turn the whole lot together. Right, what's he moving out there? Peltists and some spears. Curious decision. Royal cavalry over that way. Have to reorganise this lot. I'll get you up there. You two. I want that there. Okay. Slightly longer approach to the battle this time round. That's fine. Again, he'll probably see that cavalry unit moving up. I'd be surprised if he didn't. Try to get a few more cheeky shots off on him, that guy. Probably not going to be able to reach. No. Well, well, I would say hopefully he's being tired out, but he's light, so that's very unlikely. I mean, my cavalry there will be his head-on, but he's got, you know, his Pontic shot cavalry hidden in those woods. He's definitely got the cavalry advantage. And he's got a lot of infantry as well. I suspect mine must just be a higher level. He's toying with the idea, I suspect, of revealing them again. He's certainly keeping them in a position where he can use them over there more easily. He spotted them easily enough. Very well, I shall return them to my army. I can get a few shots off on him again. If he's not paying close enough attention, he'll take a bit of damage. Oh, almost got into range there. Okay. I can nullify his flanking advantage easily enough if I move this way, and you know face where he is now. He has to come around. That doesn't really help him much. Bit of a slower game to get starting this way around. Which is a shame considering I want to be quite aggressive. He's made it a bit difficult to stay on top of a hill. You can't just charge up a hill. I mean, you could, but you know, you'll lose. Unless, you know, you've got special circumstances, obviously. There we go. Not too fond keeping him at my back, but as soon as I've turned, we'll be okay. So I tend to prefer the command system in the original Rome. Oh, go away. He's probably trying to get me to wear myself out somewhat, since his cavalry is much lighter than mine. Oh, must have been an observer or something. I didn't even realise I had open to observers. Not that I mind. I hope his boredom isn't, reflective of you, the viewer. That'd be very upsetting to me. I can only apologise. For a slightly slower go. It doesn't look he's going to stop his little move forwards. It's trying to be very irritating. I can appreciate that. He doesn't have much to do whilst waiting. Yeah, but he can't do it too much now. The archers have stopped moving their own positions. That would give him a couple of issues. Now, where are those peltists? You got like there is his archers. Where is peltists? Maybe they're hidden in that brush there. That wouldn't surprise me much. Okay, so now I'm sat around here. His Pontic cavalry are up there. They can obviously walk forward to about here without me spotting them. I have to use these cavalry units here to make sure they don't, take me by surprise too badly. Oh, he's displacing.
Ready and waiting. Now.
I don't mind that so much. I'm gonna let him do that. So I'm gonna make any quick moves to counter that. Any shots? Not quite, no. Keep thinking I should get just a couple off at least. They don't quite make it. Come on, guys. Hurry up. Problem with using group moves, they're all a bit... It's difficult to make them hurry up because they have, you tell them to speed up and they stick in formation. Okay, it's a bit further back on the hill now, but it's not so steep, so I don't mind that so much. He's still got his spears further forward, so clearly he's got something in those woods. Well, it's hidden those cavalry in the woods as well. Mine have obviously vanished. So there's obviously peltists in that woods. There'll be no other explanation I can think of. So we'll move forward somewhat. Try and reveal what he's got sat in there. Shoot at them a bit. Obviously he's seen these units, he knows where they are. As long as he's paying attention, he won't lose them even if I hide them. But you never know, you can be lucky sometimes. And they'll forget about a unit. A lot of stuff to keep a hold of, keep a track of, Right, I'm in range of whatever's in that bush, if there is something indeed in there. I'd be surprised if there wasn't, considering the position of those spears. And, I suppose Pelter's running forwards earlier and they've disappeared. They could be in woods, I suppose. I don't know what the distance for finding units is, though. And if I run cavalry forwards, I'll shoot them with, or hit them with the peltists. Let's move these forward somewhat, so I can spot anything. This is where having Tarentine cavalry is useful. Aha! There are the peltists. He's moved them back. Correct move there, I suspect. So I can draw him back somewhat. I want to hit his archers. Obviously, I don't want to lose mine to hit my guys to his cavalry, so I'll be careful with that. Give them a bit easier to intercept him from there. Maybe I can hit him while still being He's not making it easy, is he? I think he knows he'll have to come down if I start hitting him properly. Oh, they're not hidden anymore. There's no point in hiding them. Are they? No, they're not either. He might get too carried away with it though and put his cavalry into the firing line of my archers. Unfortunately, my archers aren't too good against his infantry, but they'll do a fine job of damaging his peltists and archers if I can get good shots off. As I said, force him down a bit. I'll use flaming arrows because more damage per ammo gives the... when you have a skirmish advantage, I find flaming arrows is generally the best idea because the total damage for all the ammo they've got is higher if they're using that kind of ammo. Okay, just about getting there. Ooh, he's throwing some stuff off on him. Oh, he's going to suicide in. Probably a good move. Any hit on those is a good idea. He's taken out one archer unit permanently. Obviously he's lost his cavalry. Probably a worthy trade considering I had more archers than him. Now the archer advantage is a bit less. Okay, he's going to come down. Spread out a bit. As I said, he's got pikes. He's not good with a slightly more spread out combat. My general. That's the general's one. Okay. Bronze shield, bronze shield. There's the spears. There's the peltists. There are the archers. Can't turn them around so easily. I'll put them in phalanx then. Bit stronger against a kind of engagement. Like, sorry, against missiles and stuff. This guy certainly seems to know what he's doing a lot better than the last guy. That's always good. Right, I'm going to force him to show his backs. His back a bit more easily. Where are those Pontic heavy cavalry? That's the real worry. I have no need to engage him necessarily directly head on because I've got these infantry, but... Sorry, I've got the missiles. Oh, hello. Even more cavalry. That's a worry. I'm gonna have to keep a unit in reserve for that, frankly. Okay. Let's do this. That's a good start. Got some routing off there. Can have issues with that. Oh dear. This isn't going well at all. Get them in there. So I can get some hits off on that. Fortunately my general's not close enough to do any major benefits to that. We're winning there. We're not really winning there though. Oh, he's going to bring them in a minute. It's not looking good, guys. It's not looking good at all. Loss of these archers is a big blow for trying to do some kind of weird skirmishy stuff after as well. They're winning. If we win this decisively, there's a bit of room there, but frankly not much. Ah. Oh dear. Apparently Spartans and I don't mix terribly well. Well, I'll give it a try. Concede defeat. Multiplayer number... Oh dear me, did I mistype that originally? That's embarrassing. Multiplayer. There we go. Oof. Bit longer. And not such a great result that time. Well, I hope you enjoyed that battle, guys. As disappointing as it was for me. And as I said, I hope to put up every video I do of this, of Rome 2 Online, so you can kind of see, you know, my experiences in getting better at the game, getting to know how it works properly. I'll see you next time.